To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the WDW Fanboys Podcast.
Hello.
I'm Jonathan Hopkins. I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Brett Bennett and Spencer Coleman.
Hey!
And today is March 16th, and this will be episode 207.
Yay!
What do we got going on today? I'm kind of out of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm back.
Spencer's back.
Spencer's back. We got a couple questions.
Anything good for your trip report?
To Louisiana? Yeah, lots of food. It was really cold. So a lot of family. Not a lot of other things happening, but it's a good time.
Yes. And now from our sponsor. Our show is sponsored by Pixie Vacations. Pixie Vacations is an authorized Disney travel agent. They offer fee-free bookings to Disney World, Disneyland, Disney Cruise Lines, and Adventures by Disney. You can find links to their site. You can find links to their website on our homepage, or you can contact them directly at 678-815-1584.
That was good.
Yes, I'm not going to edit
Yes.
any of that. Leave it in. If I can get it out, I can get it out. Last week, I talked about the magic bands and how some people, the rumors that they were going to start sending them out. Well, like right after, the show got released, I was able to log in and I posted on Facebook and Instagram and was able to order my magic band. So that should be on its way.
Good stuff. Should be.
Yeah, they say mid-March.
Yeah, they said they're going to start shipping mid-March. So, I mean, hopefully by the time this episode comes out, they'll be on its way. Or
hopefully.
Here. I wonder...
What was weird is they didn't even send me an email saying, hey, you can get your magic band.
Right. And I think some people started to get emails, but like... When I told you that they started to do it, they had announced it to most of the cast members, but then they hadn't sent out emails yet.
Yeah.
To everybody, and it's really weird. But I talked to a My Disney Experience person yesterday, and he said he didn't know much except for that people. Of course he didn't. Well, it was really funny because I walked up to him first, like because I was at a Fast Pass kiosk in Magic Kingdom. And he was like, have you guys used the system before? And I was like, yes. And I said, once, because I don't use it. There's no reason for me.
Yeah.
And he was like, he said, I haven't even used it, so... And I was like, what? He's like, no, I've never come and used it as a guest. I've only ever been on this side. And I was like, oh, all right. But he was like, I asked him how the AP Magic Band rollout was going, or how he thought it was going. He's like, oh, good, I guess. I mean, I think they're going to be starting to be able to design their, magic bands and shipping out mid-March. It's like, thanks for the info.
Well, that's what I'm also, too. I'm wondering, because, there was that hidden little rumor way back when, I think Screamscape at one point in time had some images, and everyone was like, oh, no, it's not real. And then, of course, magic bands happened.
Yeah.
So they actually got one right. But, where you could actually buy... princess bands.
Well, when they had announced it, they said that.
Yeah,
I think Disney didn't Disney actually say that?
I don't know if they officially announced it. I think Tom Staggs, when he was on All Things D, kind of touched on it when he was talking about the magic bands, but he didn't really get into it. He was very secretive about what he was saying, what he wasn't saying. Because they already got the cover bands and the little widget things and everything else. But I mean, like, if you could have, like a Star Wars one, but like officially done, that would be cool. And that's one way to recoup the costs, is because then you make that an actual paid upgrade.
Right.
The merchandising is big in everything.
Yeah. Another thing we posted on Facebook was Jim Hill had wrote an article because all these pixie dusters wrote into him complaining about Rolly's last CD, and it was like, oh my god, the world's not perfect, everyone hated each other.
You're ruining my childhood and I'm 45.
Yeah, and Jim Hill, defended Jeff and Rolly and Bamboo Force Publishing, and and rightfully so. I mean, I want the truth. Like I've said that before, even with my rants about saving Mr. Banks. It's the same thing. I mean, once these guys are gone, there's no history left. I mean, it's whatever Disney wants to make it or shape it into keeping their image.
Yep.
And I'm afraid that 30 years from now, Walt's going to be like Colonel Sanders, where people won't even realize he was an actual real person. And
I thought you were going to say racist, but
no, and Disney's going to be like, oh, now we got this perfect image of Walt,
Oh, yeah.
Right.
and Walt was a genius, all right, but he was a man of his time, like we've said before, and he had his faults too. I mean, he wasn't perfect.
In that industry, he was definitely on the timid side.
Yeah.
Because there was a ton of stuff going on at that time that he didn't seem to be involved with, or no one can verify factually that he was involved with.
Right.
So I got to give him credit for that.
Well, and just the fact that even in Rolly CD, and that was what was brought up in Jim Hill's article, was Walt had this crazy thing where he would take two people that would bump heads, throw them in a room together and say, hey, you're working on this project together, and they would come up with really awesome stuff.
Yeah,
because you if you got a bunch of people that toe the line, you're going to get substandard product. But if you've got conflicting ideas, and that's what brainstorming is,
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's not to put down all of Imagineering. There's still probably a good handful of people that really, really care and really know their stuff. And there's probably some that know their stuff and just left the company because they can't deal with it and ended up going to Universal.
Sure. That's a fact.
But I think there's a lot of them that just toe the company line, and they're yes men. Like, I've got this idea, and then accounting's like, no, you need to shave up. Oh, okay,
Right.
and they just kind of go with it, and that's how you end up with Little Mermaid half finished.
Well, there's a saying that the squeaky wheel gets the oil, but the squeaky wheel also gets replaced.
Yeah.
So it can go either way, and I can't fault Imagineers for saying, let me just toe the line, because I make arguments, and there are people that may or may not love to see me shown the door.
Well, I guess, but that for me, I want that passion. I want that, the pioneering of Imagineering.
Right.
Because
you got to find the balance if you're an Imagineer today. I'm guessing you really have to find the balance to make everybody happy and to hold on to your dream.
And the problem is Disney as a company now is so big.
There's politics everywhere you go. I'm sure it's pretty heavy.
Shareholders and everything else. You've got to account for everything.
Well, Spencer,
yes.
you would know firsthand. You know a lot of cast members,
right?
And from your experience, would you say that the cast member circles are pretty political, as far as not actual politics political, but political as far as groups of friends and cliques and so on?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well then there you go. It's going to happen in every department.
No way. Yeah, of course.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll
On
never...
another note, the one thing that I like is the last show, for those that listened, Jonathan and I brought up the new Disney comic book that they're coming out called Spark.
Yeah.
And we had pointed out how it definitely looks like it's going to be something Figment related. Well, Ricky Brugani on Inside the Magic just posted today that it has been confirmed there's a new comic coming out, and the artwork that he displayed we actually put on the Fanboys page on Facebook. It's a Figment, looks a tiny bit slimmer than the old Figment, just a tiny bit, but the Dreamfinder is definitely trim, and he almost looks like a magician. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Steampunk type character looking too.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what they write
Dreamfinder
about.
has goggles.
Yeah.
And big cogs and gears behind him and everything.
Yeah.
He's kind of got that look like soon.
Yeah. Figment looks slightly creepy, but
yeah.
It's alright.
It's
Let's
the
see.
beard and the mustache, that's why. And the glare. And the hat.
Yeah.
Maybe the clothes.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but it'll be interesting.
Then, set to release in June. And then if you click on, you can click through the link to his website Inside the Magic, and he zooms in on the vest inside of the jacket, and it's actually a bunch of little Journey into Imagination pavilion logos.
Nice.
That's what makes up the pattern on the vest, so that's kind of cool.
I like Figman's look. He's like excited that, yes, he is coming to see you tonight.
Yeah. Very exciting. Festival of Fantasy.
Yeah.
Just debuted, a week ago from this episode comes out this Sunday. And, it was, Brett saw it opening day. I saw it the day after.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, as of recording, Hopkins hasn't seen it yet, but I'm guessing by the time the episode
has seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can contact him through messaging and ask him what he thought.
Yes, but holy cow, I was blown away.
It was great.
Yeah, I was.
Shut up, Hopkins.
Well, it's funny because within minutes there were people posting anything and everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And some of the people that I hang out with, the Disney Lifestyles, they were sort of mocking the fact that people's posts were, well, I got 300 pictures. Well, I got 500 pictures. And she just sort of openly asked why this was such a big deal. So I just had to explain to her that this was the Cool Guy contest. And with my bajillion photos, I won. So she didn't have to be concerned with it anymore. But I thought, what did you think of the parade for itself?
From the moment it started, I thought it was just pretty full of energy. Everybody... it's a new thing, of course, but everybody that was there, whether they were guests, whether they knew it was happening or not, was genuinely excited from the start. The floats were spectacular.
20 years from now, when it's still going on, no one's going to care.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to do this again.
And things are breaking, but...
And new pins, though.
That's right.
The remember when pins when this goes away.
Course, yes.
Now, see, that's a line of pins that I hope they never put a cap on the numbers, like, 3 out of 6, 5 out of 6, because that can go on forever.
Yeah.
Right. But,
Remember when you could drink in the parks?
Now, I'm sorry to interrupt both of you, but I heard that one of the floats that they have, and again, I haven't seen it, is actually one of the longest floats they've ever constructed.
That probably was one of the first float that has crap, I don't even remember. I don't know, but I know on the backside it's it's Beauty and the Beast in the front.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's a middle section that I don't remember.
There were 2 floats that had rotating areas. The one that I saw was Princess and the Frog on one side with Frozen on the other.
That it wasn't rotating.
Yeah.
When I saw it, didn't rotate.
Oh, okay. It does rotate.
It was, okay.
Yeah.
When I saw it, it was Anna and Elsa on one side, and then Princess and the Frog and the Bean.
I was in front of the popcorn stand on the corner of the hub that's actually still there.
Yeah.
The other one has been started to be taken down. There's nothing inside. And it's actually on a location over where the circle, the expanded circle is going to be. And that's the new permanent spot for it.
Yeah.
But I could see halfway around the circle that I could see Anna and Elsa. And then as it passed me, all I could see is the Princess of the Frog, and as I'm watching it go by, that's still all I could see because it was rotating. So
they're still trying to browbeat that movie into people.
Big time.
I guess
Princess and the Frog or
yeah.
Frozen?
And I
Princess
heard that,
and the Frog.
That's a good movie.
I heard that Cinderella was on another rotating spot, but I missed.
Oh yeah, no. See, that's right. I saw Cinderella too. Yeah.
Who was on the other side? Do you remember?
No, I couldn't see them.
Okay. Same thing as me. So yeah, it's like I was going slow.
So it's almost like the castle float. How you have all the princesses on one float. Almost.
And that's the thing is that's the one thing I'm sure that's going to come up as a disappointment with people is that even as they stare at it as it goes by, they're not going to get a half decent view of whatever's on the opposite side.
Right.
Just crank it up a few notches.
Watch
spin
it
around
twice.
like tops. But
put them on carousel horses. Whatever. Get it done.
I thought it was really good. I mean, it wasn't the greatest end all thing, but it was very well done.
I think it's pretty much my favorite Disney parade I've ever seen.
It was really good. The one thing I noticed, which I don't think is a bad thing, the one thing I noticed there wasn't quite as much frills on the floats.
You said this to me earlier before we started the episode. I don't understand what you mean by that though. Like you look at like the Tango Float. If you haven't seen it yet, I mean you probably have. It has 3 giant like axes swinging from it, with a guy on each one, Flynn Rider and 2 of his
right. See, I don't consider that frill. I consider that detrimental to the actual float.
Well, yeah, not just that. But
Are you talking about
there's a bunch of little elements.
Like streamers and lights and that kind of stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
Frill.
I mean, because there was animatronic goats on that float that had,
bunting
for no reason.
Yes.
Bunting.
Yes. And again, it's a small thing I noticed. And I'm not one for frill as it is, so I definitely like these floats much better than the previous day parades. I noticed that they're a tiny bit smaller, not much.
Not height-wise. The Peter Pan float is as tall as the buildings on Main Street.
Well, that's another thing. We had commented about how they're supposedly not. This was the last year for the Christmas garland going across Main Street. Well,
that's the reason.
Unless they figure out something to do, which in my mind is unbelievably simple. To put the garland on either archway or on 2 telescopic rods that can mechanically be raised and lowered at each parade once a day.
Exactly. 3 o'clock. Yeah.
And I mean, if and they do it an hour before the parade, so if for some reason it doesn't work, somebody can get up there and manually crank them behind. Go ahead,
what they do is they have. On one side, they have these little elves dressed up and throw the garland across at 3 o'clock.
There we go. That would be good. I'd watch that.
Perfect.
But that would require show elements and actually hiring people.
Yeah, people with talent.
Yeah. No.
Holographic garland.
We've got budgets to worry about.
Holographic.
The opinions by the fanboys do not condone my opinions.
Unless it's Brett's opinion.
But I did love the Rapunzel float. I mean, the fact that they had the mechanical swinging features. That right there
it was astounding.
Like
even seeing it down the way on Main Street, I was just like, holy crap, how far those things swing, and the guys are jumping all around it.
The cast members, one of them was completely up in the air. The only thing hanging on to the pendulum that was going at, let's see, if you're looking at a clock, it was at about 5 o'clock, 4 to 5 o'clock, and he was going, his arms were straight out, and the rest of his body was going straight out till like 2 o'clock.
Yeah,
so it was pretty acrobatic. I was impressed by that. And he was doing it constantly. They were all just having a great time. Yeah. And the Peter Pan float was fantastic.
Yeah, that was what is that, the tallest one?
Yeah.
It's huge. You have the Skull Rock with the giant rainbow going across on the ship on top.
And of course there's the dragon.
It's the fun spot of parade floats.
And see, it's not only the floats that they did with this, it's the costumes. Like, they had that big fashion show, a while back, like, what is that, a month ago, where they showed off some of the just absolutely ridiculous costumes that they have for some of the dancers and cast members along the route.
The cast members right before the dragon.
Yeah, those were astounding. The Stillwalkers.
With like the weird...
Yeah.
And they're coming right up to you. And
yeah, they had the bird-looking ones, and then they had the ones that had the thorn. There's like a thorn bush going around them. It's pretty crazy. Beautifully done.
The dragon was really cool.
You can tell the dragon was and has been and was their centerpiece for the whole thing.
Yeah.
And that was what they were striving towards to make everything like.
I've also heard that they were very scared because what's impressive about all this is how quickly they kind of put it all together.
Yeah.
I heard from some cast members, they were like, there's no way that it's going to start in March. And then they were like, no, it's in the hub. I mean, it's starting in March. Yep. And I heard that when they were and they really didn't do any testing. They did not do a lot of night testing.
They did overnights, yeah.
They did some, but not like they normally would. The dragon, I heard, they had some touch and go moments with the fire.
Right.
Where when they did testing, it was like, okay, we might need to crank that down a little bit.
Right.
The singeing buildings.
Yeah. Well, I think they might have been afraid too of like people.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I watched it, because I was nervous. I didn't know how much the dragon's head was going to, how much the actual float would move around.
Yeah.
Because when I first saw it,
just whipping fire around.
I was standing across from a Town Square Theater, so I was on that end of the flagpole area, so I could see it as it started to come out on the end of Main Street, and like its head was down, and I was like, "There's no way that thing's gonna shoot fire when its head is pointed at the ground." I was like, "What is happening?" But yeah, sure enough,
to get off the street.
Yeah, but you can see there was like a tech walking in front that. Their tech, they did not have costumes on. Like, they had their normal tech, so it's kind of like, meh. But it's like when you see the electric light parade, and it's those guys walking around in their polos. But the float, very cool steampunk. You could kind of see like the breast area of the dragon was open. It kind of had like a thorn is going across it, like a kind of like a rib cage almost looking thing, and you could see the driver inside with big old headphones on and like control panel, giant control panel.
Breaker.
Yeah, and they had 2 or 3 techs walking around to the bottom around it. They all had their headphones on too.
Now,
so they're all in
one
constant
thing I
contact.
noticed about the floats is that they're all manually driven.
Yeah, they're always all manually driven.
I thought the other ones were on systems.
No.
That guided them down Main Street. There's not sensors underneath Main Street that guide. Really, that was just.
Oh no, all the parades are manually driven.
Oh, so it's just
everything
interesting.
Take a look. They're normally right in the front, and they're really they're really low to the ground, the drivers, and you can hardly see them. They sometimes have like the scrim in front of them.
Right.
But yeah, everything's manually driven. I mean, the electric parade, all the little bees and everything, all manually driven.
Okay.
Caterpillars, everything.
Oh yeah, the little ones. I knew those were manual.
Right.
I thought some of the bigger
even like
tracks,
it's surprising. Even
not
some
a
of the
track system, but a sensor system.
Sometimes I'm trying to think of an example. Is it Electric Parade where Goofy's driving a truck? I'm sorry. I think it's the Electric Parade where Goofy is driving some kind of truck. Goofy is actually driving that truck.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, please tell me if I am.
Now where was Ariel in the parade?
Ariel, she had her own float. There was a whole Little Mermaid float where there's a big clam on the top
Ariel,
of it.
Aurora.
Aurora. The Anna and Elsa part of the first float, the big long princess float, that was supposed. I'm pretty sure that was actually supposed to be the Sleeping Beauty.
Okay.
I think Aurora was supposed to be right there, and they took her out to put Anna and Elsa in.
Because Frozen.
And I mean, it makes sense to me because you already have the big Maleficent dragon.
Yeah.
However, where does Sleeping Beauty come into Fantasyland?
Yeah.
Hasn't, but she has her own flow, so it's
with
alright.
the movie, she'll have a little bit more of a presence. Somebody had said, and again, I'm going to go see the parade again tomorrow or Wednesday when previous Wednesday when the show comes out. But somebody had said that Aurora was supposed to be in the dragon, and I didn't remember to see enough room in the dragon.
No, it's really cool that the middle of the dragon is also it's another cutaway area. And there's giant like wooden gears turning, and you can see a lot of cool stuff happening there. I don't know if it's 99% positive it's all just show elements.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very cool. It almost looks it's almost Trojan horse looking like with the wheels and the feet of the dragon as well.
Yep.
It's very cool looking. But I would not see any room in there for Aurora.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I gotta see it now. I at least gotta see this one once. I'm not a big fan of parades, except for Mickey's Not So Scary. I enjoy that parade, but that's because the Headless Horseman. I mean, how many times you get to see that? But I mean, there's a lot of other stuff in that parade too that I like.
It's good. It's a great parade.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it won't leave.
It'll be interesting.
That's definitely a.
I would see it again.
I'm gonna cry so much when they take it away.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cry.
Can't wait for them to cut up a piece of Prince Philip's cape and.
People are gonna be mad at me because the daytime parade before that they took away and people were crying and everything. I'm like, really?
Celebrate a dream come true.
Oh my god!
I was with a roommate and she was at I'm not gonna hear "Celebrate a Dream Come True" and I'm gonna start crying. And I was like, no, you're not, because I'm gonna punch you in the face if you do that.
Man up.
Now, you know, I was thinking about that and thinking about how, I can understand some people are really attached to it because maybe they were since day one, they're always in the parade. But the thing is that nowadays, everything's saved on YouTube.
Right.
Nothing is ever gone forever.
When you close your eyes,
you can watch, even, like I've said 1,000 times when I've ridden the Haunted Mansion, and I go through the Escher steps. I remember the spider that used to be there. I'm like, I've got to go on YouTube because I know there's a video out there of the Haunted Mansion before that was changed. And so many other things. They're all out there. And it's like living near the beach. You never go to the beach because you take it for granted. You know it's always there.
I still, next time I go home, I got to try to get my dad to go through the photo albums at least. We'll bring him out of the attic so I can go through them because I know he took like 3,000 pictures when I was a kid when we first came down here. And I know there's probably some awesome shots of Epcot and 20,000 Leagues, but...
If I knew my mother gave a crap when she brought me and had more than 6 pictures, I'd make a special trip up there to find those photo albums.
Yeah.
Because that would be... You can, well, I'm guessing you can imagine the detail that must be in some of those pictures that are no longer available.
Yeah.
Just old Epcot, old Walt Disney World, just so many things that you're like, oh my God, I remember that. And I know myself, I love when people post those things on Facebook.
Which I almost think, too, I got to check his cameras, because he still has those cameras. I think while he was down here, his strap broke, and he's either got a Mickey strap from 86 or one of the Epcot ones.
Nice.
But I can't...
Now, do you still have the local photomat you can get the film developed at?
Yeah.
No, he developed all the film, yeah.
What was I going to say? I joined a really cool group on Facebook. It's we worked at Disney World in the 70s, and I didn't work at Disney World in the 70s. But they say they said if anybody,
in the 70s.
I know, but they said anybody's open to join, and it's literally all these people, old people on Facebook that worked at Disney in the 70s, and they're just constantly posting pictures.
They're all crotchety.
Yeah. How do I work this thing?
That's not the way Walt would have wanted it.
But it's really cool to see some of them.
It's not.
Walt never believed in pictures.
Nope.
He believed in sketches.
Yep, and it's cool because like you can go through all the photo albums and stuff, and just somebody like I chose a few to look at randomly, and one of them was Big Thunder. I guess I don't know when did that open.
That was
80.
Early 80s, right?
Yeah, still they still. I mean, even though it was 70s
I
group,
think
they still had
83.
pictures of it. I think it was Big Thunder, and these guys had full beards. The cast members had full beards.
Really?
And they said, "This is me and what's his name working at Big Thunder with full beards."
1980.
Yeah. Okay. So 1980. Yeah. Said this is me and him working at Big Thunder with full beards. It was like actual mountain man beards.
Do you remember the probably one of the same old pictures?
I was 4 months old when it opened.
Wow, dude. Negative 12.
The old pictures that show Big Thunder, and there aren't any enormous trees around it. It's like plopped in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
Well,
it's so wide open around. I think that is so cool. It's almost eerie.
well, and two, you'll have a picture of where Splash Mountain wasn't there.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was all open.
Yep.
What was I gonna say? And
That was
another
like 10 years.
Another
Yeah.
photo I found is if you guys, I don't know if you guys read Ron Schneider's book. I think you did.
Yes.
Where he talks about how he did a lot, like at Magic Mountain as the Medicine Man, where he did that show.
Yep.
Apparently Disney had one too, because somebody else had posted a photo as they were the doctor or something like that in the field where Big Thunder was going to be. This was our last day before. This is our last day performing this act in the field where Big Thunder was going to be before they started construction.
Yeah.
And it's just all this crazy stuff you can find on there. There's a lot of history that you're never going to find anywhere else besides the people that were there.
Well, that's like who always posts pictures on his.
He's got the greatest stuff. I could lose a day looking at those old pictures and just looking at the backgrounds of those pictures and seeing what's changed and what's not there anymore.
Yep.
And
Or like Haunted Mansion when it didn't have the canopy over it.
Yeah.
Spencer don't know what we're talking about.
I'm
People
out.
can't hack the sun. It's their problem.
And the Skyway.
Did you get to remember one pin for that?
No, where is it?
What? Oh, no, it's an old pin. It came out in like 05.
Yeah.
No, the Remember When pin. I was expecting in that series one of the next ones to be Skyway.
It was. They did make a Skyway Remember When pin.
Really?
Oh, go eBay Remember When pin. There is a lot that you will not know about. They did 2 different Journey into Imagination Remember When pins.
Well,
one with
like
Dreamfinder.
the series they have right now,
Really?
it seems to be all following
It's
the
all
same.
Spectro. The Remember When pins right now are all Spectra that they're releasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're going to do. I heard from somebody else yesterday. It's a 16 pin. They're around 16 pin set of all Spectra floats.
What?
Wow.
What? Hopkins.
I
You had to remember one pin, or it'll bring up a bunch of baseball.
My thing is the ones they've been doing that started with the Orange Bird. You've got Dreamfinder and Figment, Jessica Rabbit.
Oh no,
those
those
are the ones I'm talking about.
I mean,
because they're
thinking
all
of a
brass
piece of
pins.
history.
They're
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was
following-
thinking of a piece of history.
Yeah, like those.
All
they're
right,
all following the
but,
same pattern. I was waiting for
Yeah, go to piece
Mr.
of
Toad,
history, that's fine.
Skyway. I expected Skyway to
Yeah.
come out, maybe 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yeah, that's surprising.
That's
that we
some
did
of
it.
the bigger stuff.
Surprising that we got a Roger Rabbit one and not a
That
20,000.
I was
Yeah.
expecting some big stuff, and Jessica Rabbit, while she's hot, I wasn't expecting a pin this soon. I expected something else.
Or
What do
like
you mean?
Jungle Book, like
She's
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Even the Jungle Book. I mean,
I don't even know what that is. Journey to the Jungle Book. I don't remember
Jungle Book.
I don't remember seeing anything about
that. That was Disneyland.
Okay, see, so why did we get that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous.
Well, who knows?
What's the Jessica Rabbit one going for?
Probably list price, yes.
Yeah, 17. Yeah.
$17.99 for that one. So
none of them are.
Yeah, I think I don't even think I got a Sunshine Tree Terrace one. So if anybody has an extra one, hit me up. I only have the Dreamfinder one.
Wow.
What did I say? Oh yeah, and remember those the Park Stars, the Vinylmations that were the custom shapes for each characters.
Yeah.
They don't follow the Vinylmation form.
Yeah.
The set 3 or series 3 is about to come out. It's gonna have a Dreamfinder it's gonna have a Dreamfinder one, but in series 2 I got 3 or 4 of them trying to get the Orange Bird, and I never was able to get it. I got like Star Tour, the Rex, Bellhop, something else, or Hitchhiking Ghost, and I would always. Oh, look at that! Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
50, forget it.
Yeah.
And plus,
I was always looking for Orange Bird, and I'd find look at eBay, because they were back in the day when the set came out. They were always on eBay. Now there's only 2 on eBay for like $75. It's crazy. eBay on your own time, Hopkins.
I know. What?
Oh, you get a Vinylmation pin.
What are we doing now? Oh yeah, that's right. We're recording.
Show, yeah.
We're still doing this?
Too bad somebody died on the Skyway. That's why they don't make any pins.
Did they?
They fell off.
Yeah. It was a.
No, the guy that fell off landed in a tree.
No. There was a guy that died.
It impaled him.
Yeah, it was
no.
Maintenance
the
worker.
Maintenance guy. That's right.
Yeah.
I was talking about tours. They don't care about maintenance.
That's why they don't have Primeval World pins.
Disney thinks yeah.
Jesus.
Disney thinks their cast members are disposable. If it was a tour,
They got
tours
65,000, 70,000.
Oh.
I still say they do like cross pins, and they could do Primeval Whirl and the Haunted Mansion.
No.
Remember when? Or not when a piece of history and it has a little jar of ashes on it.
Actually, they could do a current Remember When for Primeval Whirl. Remember when nobody died yet?
Well, you do the Haunted Mansion pins because they have the little Tinkerbell pins that have the little jar of pixie dust. From all the ashes they scoop up from Haunted Mansion on a daily basis, you could do a special Haunted Mansion pin like that.
That would be cool.
They apparently have a
special vacuum.
Special vacuum for that, yeah. Because it's considered like medical waste or something.
Daredevil.
Yeah. We
it's
can't
ashes.
do that. That's not right, dude.
Sorry.
What type of containment is going to be in ashes? It's like the cleanest thing out there.
All right. Anyways,
that's Kittler.
Really?
What?
Sorry.
Where did that come from? I don't get it. It was funny though.
Okay.
Uncensored show. Uncensored.
What were we talking about?
Something about Disney.
Pins. Remember when?
No, yeah. After that, so parade.
The show, the parade. Pins.
Oh yeah. We
okay, Flower and Garden. You did Flower and Garden, right?
Nope.
No.
I just came back on Thursday and I haven't done it yet.
Flower and Garden's Flower and Garden. You guys aren't missing anything. I seem to notice that there's a little bit less topiaries than there were last year. There's definitely less, by only about 2 or 3.
Jesus, limited time topiaries.
There's just less of them than there were last year.
Lame.
And
I feel like there weren't a lot last year.
More open spaces. But the one thing is, I don't get, there's less food kiosks. There's like 2 to 3 less, which there already were a third less than food and wine, which is understandable. It's not food and wine.
Yeah.
But they took out even more than the limited amount.
We were surprised that they kept them.
5 years from now, Flower and Garden is just going to be like daisies.
Yeah.
or no, not daisies. What are the ones?
Dandelions.
Dandelions, yeah. Just going to be a bunch of dandelions
weeds.
and a pumpkin.
Current state of Epcot would match. So.
I mean, still worth it if you like Flower and Garden. You enjoy walking around, but it's not quite what it was last year.
Yeah.
You know what it is? They're saving for the new Imagination Pavilion.
Oh.
Because those plants are expensive.
Oh man. They're gonna.
They have no problem cranking out the merchandise though.
Why would they never make a Figment topiary?
They have all the kiosks for merchandise they've had last year and the year before. Wonders of Life building, that's chock full of merchandise like it always is.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do they have Cutco set up again? Hey, buy some knives here.
Yeah. Ain't that? Yeah. They check my bags at the gate, but then they'll let me buy cutlery in there. One that can cut through bone. Yeah, no problem.
I saw one guy, he's asking the cast member about the knives. He looked really confused. He's like, okay, you're not giving me the answers I need, honey. Go stand over there. Let me see how this throws.
Yeah.
Jesus.
God. I'll make my way over there in the next
one. Have you guys heard anything if Hollywood Studios is going to do anything for their 25th anniversary?
Boo! Look at this shirt.
Besides your shirt.
Cool shirt. I like that.
Yeah, no, I really like this shirt a lot. I haven't heard anything yet, but classic Disney, they won't do anything.
25 years and not...
I mean, they didn't.
That's this year, right?
Yeah, it is this year. It's in a few months.
Oh, and, they haven't announced anything?
They haven't announced anything, but then again, for Epcot 30th, they did. Epcot 25th, they did a rededication with the fountain.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they might do some kind of rededication. But
I'm going to plant the seed now.
They're going to demolish the hat.
I'm going to plant the seed now. There we go. Actually, we can do that. I'm going to plant the seed now. Let's put it out there. We're going to find out the exact date. We're going to do an Occupy Hollywood Studios. We're going to get anybody and everybody that we can possibly get to come down here, and with enough people, we can probably destroy the hat.
Oh, perfect.
I'm not getting banned.
You might as well go, because I'm going to just say you're the mastermind anyway.
No. Yeah, so the 25th, and then...
Keep kicking your desk, sorry.
I was thinking of something else. That's... another 24-hour event.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's May, right?
Yeah.
May. What is it, 24th again?
Something like that.
Yeah, they like to put it on the day that's the actual 24th, so you don't get confused that it's a 24-hour event.
Hashtag!
Okay, look, May 1st is Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
MGM Studios.
Okay.
Hashtag Disney side.
So May 1st, Occupy Hollywood Studios.
Negative.
I will. Everyone who comes to the park, I will buy them a Dole Whip in the park.
Which sucks, because they did the 24-hour event on the start of Star Wars weekends.
Now that's for multiple parks this time, right?
No,
just still
Walt Disney World.
Coast.
No, DCA and Disneyland do it. Both parks do it.
They're doing it, but only one park here.
Yeah,
gotcha.
Which
I wish DAC was open for 24 hours.
Because or
if you hide from the security.
Or Epcot, oh great, we rode all 3 rides. What are we gonna do now? Oh, let's just get really drunk for 24 hours.
I'm in.
Yeah, see, that's why you couldn't do it at any of those other parks that serve alcohol, because you just can't.
Yeah.
You couldn't have. I mean, how do you control it?
That's the thing too. Is you're at Epcot at 2 a.m. You're starting to explore backstage areas. They come and they give you a hard time. Like, seriously, what did you expect us to do? There's nothing else to do.
Yeah. So
by law, you had to stop serving alcohol at 1, 2 o'clock.
Yep.
But
jerks.
It'll be. I don't know, man. I won't be able to make it right in the morning because they probably won't have pins again. So it doesn't matter. I'll have to work that day unless I can get off. But who knows? I can't. I don't even think
you work for a good company. I'm sure they give it to you.
Yeah, I don't even know if I could do it for 24 hours again because there's
not like you did the last time.
No, because there is, man. There's a breaking point. Because I'm not 21.
I didn't do it last time.
We were sleeping in New Fantasyland.
Yeah.
I was sleeping on the toilet in Tomorrowland.
Back and forth to each other. We had a bed made up. Hopkins is in a pile in the corner.
Yeah. I was literally...
We should bring air mattresses next time, the self-inflating ones.
At one point in time, I was laying on the ground, because I couldn't even get comfortable on the chairs.
Oh, God.
And my body's just sleep. And two, this thing is I only came down for that quick jump, and I had to get on a plane,
go home and go to work.
Go home. I was so messed up that
week. You
week.
Pulled something that morning running for.
I pulled a muscle trying to go for pins that didn't exist.
Yeah, and then Epcot, Josh wanted to drive home that night. And we were like, no, dude, you're coming to stay at our place. We made him stay at our place because he wanted to drive home.
The Prius is economical, but it doesn't drive itself.
Put on autopilot. That's cruise control, right?
If it was a Google one, it would do it, but
sorry, buddy.
Someone got a page.
Something. Ooh.
You a doctor?
I get the same thing.
Yes, I got a beeper. Is it from Buzzy?
Yeah. So what else is happening? I mean, we got 40 minutes in.
Oh yay! I am trying to think of things. I don't know. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess. Not really big news. I don't know if anybody was expecting it, but if you guys remember last year for the last Hyperspace Hoopla.
Yeah, that's gone.
Well, yeah, that's gone. But for the last one, Lando Calrissian showed up,
Yes.
They had a face character of Lando Calrissian show up. I happened to
his ECV. That
No.
was awesome.
No. The real one did.
No,
but...
we're not talking about what's his name. We're talking about like the character, like during
the
hyperspace
character.
hoopla.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
no.
the real.
No, we're talking about
Billy Williams.
Yeah, we're talking about the actual Lando. They had him show
Colt,
us.
Colt
Jeez, you guys are ruining my announcement.
Colt 45. Billy D. Williams.
See, if anything, they should have put a model of the Millennium Falcon on the front of his ECV.
I'm done.
That would have been
Okay, go ahead.
I'm done.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, they had him come out the actual character. Like they had a character of Lando.
Uh-huh.
I happen to be good friends with the guy that was Lando. And
Is he a black guy?
Yes.
Okay.
And he said, okay, I'm friends with the black guy. Okay, sheesh, Hopkins.
Well, I am too.
And really?
Yeah.
Okay, but he said
His name's not real.
He's not gonna be what? His name's what?
His name's not real.
Oh,
Go ahead.
this is the worst.
No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut all this out. But go ahead.
No, leave it in.
I can edit around.
What was I
you.
gonna say? Lando will not be coming to Star Wars weekends this year. Disney did not renegotiate his contract, much like Push, because they're jerks. And they
Well, they're not doing any of the other characters. They're not doing the hoopla.
They're still gonna have all the other characters around.
I
They
guess.
can't get a replacement Lando?
No. Well, no, they're not. No, Disney wouldn't give him a contract this year.
Yeah, because they're all contracted out. Yeah. Well, that's like all those.
They're actors. They portray a character. They can't get someone else.
It was his costume.
They can't get another costume?
I'm just saying.
Well,
they have the same people that come back
You're
year
a
after
little loud.
year. Oh, you have my mic turned all the way up.
No, you're just loud.
Oh, well, what do you want me to do?
He's very passionate.
What you call it? The stormtroopers and everything. That's done by the.
Not anymore. It was.
No?
It used to be 501st, but now that Disney has all their own costumes. It's
does
been
it-
that way for the past few years though. But even before they owned Star Wars,
Yeah.
they've had the actual costumes that they've had people for.
Also,
I
too,
guess
though,
ever since the Jedi Training Academy,
If
probably.
somebody else has costumes based on Star Wars and Disney owns Star Wars, I'm guessing they can call the shots.
No, if they, especially for Star Wars weekends, if they start cracking down on people dressing up, they're gonna shoot themselves.
But if they need to have those costumes for people to portray the characters inside the parks, that shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, because they own LucasArts now.
Yeah.
I mean, they, interesting.
They're saying most of the Star Wars weekends actors,
They need to have a
they're the
Jabba.
same ones year after year.
Yes.
They need to have a Jawa.
They need a Jabba float.
Oh, I thought you said Jawa. I was gonna say they have Jawas.
No,
Jabba.
the
Get someone with an ECV and put a costume on.
Oh God. I'll tell you this.
the one that does the Ewok,
There's a couple of Ewoks.
the little
Little people, yes.
Manuel Lewis's little brother.
Yeah, the little one. He works on Star Tours too. One of them does.
How many times did I go on the story about when I cut my leg? Did I ever tell you that story?
Yes.
Okay.
I've
never heard
He
drank
that
was
that.
a key character in that story.
Yeah. He came up. He's like, "What you talking about?
Exactly.
What you?
He's like, you look fine.
You look fine."
Like, here's a stool. Okay, can you see my leg now?
Yeah. So
Oh.
that's all.
No, he wasn't bad. I understood his skepticism because I know people try to make big deals out of nothing. And my point was the level that thing was, and it wasn't replaced after the refurb. I didn't want some kid walking into it.
Well, dude, I've ran into. I didn't bleed, but I bruised, and it ripped my pants. It got
I don't
me.
even know how you coach. You're like, I don't know what this story is. Tell me later, though.
All right, you guys.
A gaping hole in your leg. I don't
You
know.
guys got anything else?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this train wreck up before it goes
I like trains.
further down.
Not too much major exciting information this week, but
Yeah. But what do you guys expect? I mean,
it's Disney.
we set the bar real low one week, and then we set real high and
Yes.
low, and whatever. What
We keep you on your toes.
we'll figure it out.
Yes.
But again, thanks for listening. Don't forget to join us again next week. Again, links, Amazon, blah blah blah. Join group, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Vine, Zune,
Zoom.
Stitcher.
With that kind of passion, they're going to crash the servers.
I don't have a Zoom.
No one has a Zune anymore, except for the Zune tattoo guy. What an idiot!
Did anyone ever have a Zoom?
I think 4 people did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch,
Bill
I'm gonna
Gates
get.
had a Zune.
Watch now. I'm gonna get so much hate mail. I love the Zune. It was Apple's inferior to the Zune.
Jonathan at WDWFanboys.com, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like, well, wait a minute.
I'll
Why
take
did
it.
all of those hate letters come from the same IP address?
It's my house.
It's Tim. He's like, well, the podcasting app on the Zune was way better than Apple.
I think they actually had a Zoo Tycoon app for the Zune as well. Zune Tycoon.
Zune Tiger. Oh no! You know that's gonna open it up. Now I'm gonna get another update. By the way, these many animals. I don't care.
I think it made me delete it. I don't even. Did the
No,
Zune?
no, I never deleted.
Did the Zune make $1 million?
No.
You're on day 612 of your Zoo Tycoon. You know you're married now, and the girl can't run away.
Well, I mean, he's always looking out for second wife material, and that's what you always got to do. I mean, you can be married,
That's true.
but you always got to look for second wife.
That's true.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going.
Coming from the single guys.
He's not single.
You and me.
All the single guys.
Put
your hands up.
I'm bulletproof. I'm like titanium.
Shut up, dude.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
And that was
Oh
the
wait,
time
wait,
we dance.
wait,
Oh wait, hold on.
Wait,
Stop
one
the
more.
music.
Oh God, I was at Property Control this past week, perusing their things. They have stacks of unclaimed carbonite yourself.
Really?
That they're trying to pawn off to people for $5.
How much for somebody else's carbonite?
$5 for somebody else's face in carbonite.
Man,
That is.
Yes.
Is that where
that's
yours at?
creepy.
Yes.
Did you ever get yours?
I never got mine. But then again,
Let's go find Brett's face.
It's probably in there.
Good luck, because I don't think I ever paid for it either.
That's probably why you never got it, Brett.
Got it.
Probably. They
That's
probably.
what I'm thinking.
They might have still printed it out though. Who knows?
Who knows? Good luck. Maybe I get it for $5. How much did you pay for yours?
Like 150.
I get mine for $5. I'm throwing that right in your face.
That's fine.
Oh God.
What
Alright,
else?
that was fun.
Can you do my nails while you're clipping?
I know. Whatever.
You know that makes noise on the microphones, Hopkins, when you do that.
Yeah,
Every
I-
little noise.
Yeah, I can edit that out. It's fine.
No, you gotta leave all this. People love this stuff.
Oh God.
All right, Hopkins is gonna leave all this in. Let us know if you appreciate the extra
Uncensored
material.
show.
Oh God, I hate you people.
The safe for work, the safe for work uncensoredness of this episode.
Okay.
Joe Cocker's gonna love this episode. It's only 48 minutes long.
I'm finally ending this.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
And now what are we doing?
And now is the time when we dance.
Fantastic.
Finally.
Got it.
You didn't stop recording.
Well, it looks like that'll be it for this week's episode. If you have any questions or comments for us, you can send us a message using our Contact Us link on our homepage, or you can send us an email directly at questions@WDWFanboys.com. If you'd like to help us promote the show, every post on our page offers a one-click link to Facebook and Twitter. Just click the links on our site to let your friends know that you enjoy our podcasts and blog posts. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at WDW Fanboys, or join our Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/WDW Fanboys. And while you're at it, head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. And remember, if you're shopping on Amazon.com, don't forget to navigate to our Amazon links on our homepage. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it does help us out because every purchase you make through our links lets us receive a portion of your purchase price, which in turn helps improve show content and helps with running costs. And remember, if you do spend more than $1,000 worth of merchandise in a 12-month period, let us know, and we'll send you a free Fanboys t-shirt. Have a good one. Don't forget to join us again next week.